Mm. Welcome to the moment with Auntie Form. Yeah, this is an awesome moment we come to share. The Lord has been faithful to us. As you can see, today is a beautiful day filled with God's favor, God's goodness, God's love, God's kindness. And we're going to discuss into something that will help us understand each other. Why we have problem in life is that when we don't understand ourselves, then there will be problems. But when we have understanding of ourselves, there will be free and fair life. Okay. So today we're gonna talk on why your teenagers behave the way they do. There are so many factors that causes a child to misbehave. We'll focus on the negative ones so that you will know how and where to come in as parents or guardians, why they misbehave. They are not misbehaving because they just want to misbehave. There are some factors that contribute to whatever thing you see in your child that you don't like. Most of the time, these things, they can't even help it on their own. Yes, they can't help it. But there are some that they can help. So your work here is to identify, why is my child behaving this way? And what should I do as a parent or guidance to help my child become better? Okay, one of the factors that make your child misbehave just is developmental factors. Yes, because a teenager is just forming. He's getting to know himself. Some hormones and some brain development. It's still in the process of forming. Like prefrontal cortex is not yet fully mature in your child's life. Yes, prefrontal cortex is what help a child, what help us to reason, think, organize, and plan. All these things are not yet well formed. So you are asking your child, why are you stupid? Why can't you organize? Why can't you do that? Why can't you do that? And the child is just kind of, wow, what do I do? I don't understand, mommy. I did it like this and told me to do it. And then you start quarreling with your child. So have understanding that there are some things that are not yet formed in that child. And now we'll talk about how to help. I think we should address it immediately. How do you help that child? Begin on time to help the child to plan and organize. Yes, but no matter how you plan and organize with that child, the plate is not yet fully formed. He will still find it difficult to plan the way you do, to organize the way you do, you know, even critical reasoning and thinking, he still find it difficult to do because he's still a child, is not yet fully an adult. So have understanding that your child will struggle as a teenager. Then the one called amygdala is still forming also, where it controls emotions. So all these things are still forming, and there will be some mood swing. You see them, some mood swing. Sometimes they are happy, sometimes they are sad. Sometimes we don't understand why they're like this. But the truth is that it's even beyond them. It's even beyond that. So another one that make them to misbehave is peer pressure. Yes, influence from social media. Social media promotes evil misbehavior, evil character. When they promote this evil character, our children want to learn from them because the world system now is it's really engulfing into everything we do, our daily life. The social media is now what determine what people do, even in their home, how they behave, how they talk. It has become a culture that everybody is learning, and they're bringing in all manner of trash. And many people are copying what they are doing and implementing it in their homes. And if you ask, they will tell you that I'm learning something from social media. Check it though. You should learn something from the word of God and not from social media. Okay, there's some good aspects, but if it does not tally with the word, cancel it. Yes, counseling doesn't work. Okay, so they will notice their emotional irregulation. Sometimes they are angry, sometimes they are bitter. Yet it's still brain under development. That's why they behave they do. So there are some other environmental factors. Do you know the environment you keep your child can make him misbehave? You see, in an environment where there are some thugs, evil kind of people, divorce everywhere, unhappy mood, people smoke, people drinks, and you put your child in such an environment. Before you know it, he will copy it. He'll even people corrupt good ones. Most of the times, he will copy it and he'll begin to misbehave. And in your head, I don't understand why. I trained him well. But you carry that child and put in an environment that is very toxic. And that child becomes, it turned out the way he did. Okay. So there are so many reasons. Exposure to toxic contents, exposed talk. There are some contents that you even that should not be around your children. You carry pornography, you keep it everywhere in your phone. You do some things with your wife, it's on your phone. Think about it now. These children search your phone. No matter the key password you give to that phone, they will still trace it. I want you to understand. They will trace it, they will find out their password. They are internet age now. Things you don't know, they know. They know it too. They do. So stop exposing them to toxic content. School environments also affect their behavior. Yes, sometimes they come back from school because of bullying, because of the way the teacher talked to them, they begin to misbehave. They begin to act somehow. And there are some things they don't really want to share with you. If they complain to you what their burden is, what you do, you call the teacher and the classmates that they had issue with, you will go and tell the mother to tell. Then in the class, they begin to call them babies, that they are still children. Their mother is still fighting for them. So they try to maintain their level, maintain themselves and say all things are fine, but they are moody, begin to act anyhow, begin to act in such a way that is not nice. They are going through bully. They won't share it with you because you will quarrel with the person. Okay, so in order to maintain that they are big boys, yes, and they will just act up, but they are not happy. They begin to misbehave. So some other reasons why our children, misbehave is community, lack of resources, when there's some things they need. Let's assume a child is menstruating and there's no money to support that child to buy pad, and he's all over her. It's, full of, do you understand, menstrual flow and rest of them. You notice that that child become uncomfortable. He may not even want to tell you to give him pad because you doesn't have money. So also understand that your teenage needs some pocket money. Did you hear me? Pocket money? Yes. What by this time you should be giving them money to manage, and they should give account of how they spent that money. It's not bad training. No, handling money is not bad training. It's actually a good one. So teach them, just and give them some money to handle. You will be surprised they will do better. Another thing that happens to them and cause them to misbehave is stress from home, stress from school, stress. They cannot really, they're so engulfed with some certain things. Some of us are so good at knowing how to lay burdens. All those things that happen to you, you are sharing to your children. I've told you several times, your child is not your friend. You carry the stress of what happened in the whole day and you come and heap it and tell them that because you are struggling to make them better. That's why you are pouring stress on them. In a little, distance that they will stop school and tell you, Mom, you are suffering so much. Mm, you're suffering so much. So the only thing they can do to help is to withdraw from school so that they will reduce the burden from you, especially with the women. Yes, we do it a lot. So it's not everything that happens that you tell your child. Look for a friend. Get good friends. There are people that can be your friend. You can share everything. Stop sharing everything to your children because they are not sharing everything to you. So they're not your friend. Yes, you heard me. You are the a steward to them. You are to guide. Your work is to guide them. Their own is to look after you. Okay. So depression. I talked about trauma is another thing. We talked about trauma the other time. Wounded child. If you've not watched the video, try and watch it. It's quite interesting. So okay, trauma, the experiences they had in the past, the things that have entered their subconscious mind. It has a way of making them remember it sometimes. They begin to behave in such a way that you don't really like. Yes, you don't like it, but they can't even control it. They cannot control it. It's because all those things stores. It's like wound. When you have a wound, you're trying to open it and clean it. That wound used to pain. And so anytime you touch that wound, that pain, your child begin to do what? Begin to get angry. So these are the things. that cause our children. There's so many things. Family values. When the family don't have value, it causes your child to misbehave. You're not having boundary in life. There should be boundary on by social time, by social time. In this family, this is what we do. In this family, we don't sleep around. In this family, write it down. Write it down. If you don't have a thing like that, your teenage will misbehave because they are structured in such a way to break boundaries. Yes, they will break boundaries because they are trying to find their identity. So they don't even know who they are. So because of this, you just have to be intentional in your training. Be intentional in what you are doing. Set boundaries. We have this is our boundaries, these are our values, this is our mission, this is what we are trying to achieve as a family. Just if you don't have vision, family vision, nah, your teenage will misbehave. They will not, a child without a vision is just going nowhere to happen. Give them, cast a vision. Let it be that they didn't meet it up. But let it be that you cast it first. Make sure you cast a vision for your children and your teenagers to follow. Okay. Another thing that make them to misbehave when they don't have role model. They don't have someone to look after. They don't have role model. They don't have anybody to look up to. Look up to. Everybody should have someone you're trying to behold in a mirror to become like. If they don't have someone, or you as a parent, you end up everybody is bad. All pastors are wicked. All the mentors are wicked. All the coaches are wicked. They are hearing you saying these things. So, and now they have refused to be into accountability system that will help to mold them. If they don't have role model. And you cannot be role model because in the house you are troublesome. They are not looking up to you at all. So get a role model for your child. Expose them to people who are wonderful, who are lovely, who will help them, who they can look up to. Yes, they can look up to. Okay, so it's very important. Another reason why your child misbehave is boredom. All these children you keep in the house, they're not doing anything. All they do is cartoon, cartoon. Why wouldn't they misbehave? They don't have value. They're not doing anything. So boredom causes you to misbehave. You just want to be sleeping all through, watching movie, especially this holiday time. If your child is bored at this time of the holiday, you are not okay. Take that child to whatever you are doing. Take that child to whatever you're doing. As long as that child is up to 10 to 18, take that child to whatever you're doing. Take that child to learn something. Take that child to a place where you can even help somebody to do something. If it's hair doing, if it's a mechanic shop, if it's whatever, let that child learn some things, skills, tailoring skill, hair making. There's so many things you can expose them to do. Don't allow them to be born in a causes. An idle man, they said, is a devil workshop. So expose your children. So curiosity, they want to explore, limits. Exploring of limits. They become so curious. Hey, how is this place function? And that's how they learn to masturbate. Yes, because they're on their own and their body is doing them because they don't know how to control emotions and they begin to misbehave. There's so many reasons why your teenagers misbehave. So I'm encouraging you right now. Okay, let me just mention more. Lack of consequences. When your teenage do something, set systems in your house, dear parents. Set systems that guide you in your house. When your teenage child does something, just have consequences for sin. Even God do. Even God, who is our role model, who we're looking up to, does. When you commit sin, there's consequences of sin. Are you aware? Yes, He may have forgiven you, but the consequences is still there. Let's assume you got pregnant. You have made a mistake and had an intercourse and you became pregnant. Yes, as a little child or as a young person, will God forgive you? Yes, so God will forgive you. But you have your baby now. Are you going to kill the baby? No. That's the consequences. So you carry your child and give birth to and become responsible for that child. So that's the consequences. So set consequences, rules, and regulations, and set the consequence for breaking boundaries. Yes, there should be something like that. Let them know. If a child come in a structured environment, he'll just blend. He just align. He doesn't have option. He just align. So don't review. But if you're someone who live life anyhow, they will misbehave. They will do things that will break your heart. They will do things that they don't even know when they are doing this thing. Because as we are beholding whatever we're beholding in mirror, we're becoming like that thing. Do you understand? So stop promoting some evil things we do. Stop promoting it. So that's the another thing. Then another one that causes our children to misbehave, I'll call it a spiritual factor. And I think I will center here a little. I call it spiritual factor that causes our children to misbehave. Some of us are very good in condemning men of God. When your child, most times I used to say, have a prayer time. If your child don't have connection with God, he will misbehave. If your child does not relate to God, you don't teach your child to love God, he will be misbehaving. He will be acting anyhow. When your child, people that even have relationship with God are misbehaving. Now you don't even have room for that in your home. You don't gather your children to pray. You don't pray with them. You don't even pray at all. Your children will misbehave, parents. They will act anyhow. They will not even, you will be wondering what's coming up from them sometimes. Okay, so have a place where you communicate, expose your children to, godly things, expose them to godly activities, allow them to go for spiritual training, allow them to attend camps, attend programs, go to church, allow them. By doing that, it gives them guidelines that there is a super hand that is overseeing what we are doing on earth. We're not just to live anyhow. We have a father here, and that father is our God. So expose your children to spiritual things. Another thing that causes them to be inner conflicts. Inner conflict. Your children are struggling. They're struggling with identity. They're struggling with values and morals because people you are promoting and we are giving award in the society are people that are doing bad things. We are so good at promoting evil people around. We show them up in the movie. We scream about them when we are watching them on the status. We are so happy about what they do. And you are confusing them. They don't even know what is good again. So expose your children to godly counsels. It will help them. Then another one is just negative influence. There are some spiritual negative influence that when I say allow your children to have a God experience on their own, I know what I'm saying. Because these children, you are just you take all you are doing is that where they will boo amoma for you. What they will boo amoma for you. By the time you are just doing that, they will be deceived. They will not know the right thing to do again in terms of the godly things. They will fool them. And once they are being fooled, they are disconnected from God. So misbehavior become a normal place. You're telling them, yeah, go to church. They don't want to go. Do this one. They don't want to do. Do that one. They don't know what to do. Because you have confused them. You have confused them. So our children need what? Guidance. Yes, they need guidance. They need direction. They need training. Allow them to expose them to things that will help them. Come out from the screen. Come out from the screen. There are things that help in screen, but not everything. But this one that sits all the time on the screen is influencing them, is determining what they do. And the social media has a way of glorifying evil things, bad behaviors. They have people promoting them, helping them to, become as if that's the only thing. They give award to evil people that are doing bad things. And don't they now be like, now, is it not this person? He's in court, he's in that, and he's doing well. And we are shouting. So please, parents, I beg you, I beg you. There is a way that seems right unto a man, but the Bible said the end is destruction. There are some ways that it seems right to us, but the end of that way is destruction. So what do we do? Turn to God. Let's go back to the beginning. Let's go back to the pattern. The Bible said, train up a child in the way that he should follow, that when he grows up, he will not depart from it. So I encourage you, parents, be that parent who is there, who study the word with your children on a daily basis, who prays and meditates the scripture on a daily basis, who is there for your children when they call you, because they are looking for, most of the times, why they even misbehave, they're looking for attention. Another reason, they're looking for attention. And it doesn't matter how the attention will come, whether it's negative or positive, all they need is that they need attention. They begin to do some nice, nasty things just to seek attention. So you can validate, you can say something, you can allow them. to be around you. So, my dear parents, I encourage you, model the right thing for your children. They will learn. Okay. God bless you. Remember, Team Aflame Camp is coming. Yes, and it's starting on Wednesday. Are you ready? From 9 years to 20 years is allowed. Bring that son, bring that daughter. Yes, they will experience God. The tangibility of God present will be there. They will experience God. They will have an encounter that can shape their world, that can shape them, that can make them become better. So God bless you. And remember, subscribe, like, and share. Remain blessed.